And do you find that since you've been like using the hyperpigmentation products that the products have seemed to help or to help lessen the hyperpigmentation?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And it's like, patience. We want everything to happen overnight, and it's just something you have to continue and be consistent with to notice the changes.
Yep, and see, having that mindset right there, that takes you a long way. I tell people, we get people with phone calls and they'll be like, how soon is this gonna work? And I'm like, y'all got to give it time.
With the bar soap, you go in your restroom, you smell it through your door. So it's more of aromatherapy for me as well, since I do incense and that type of thing. So that's one of the main things that I also, enjoy, and that's like my calming walk into, okay, Urban Eden, I'm ready for you. I'm ready to take a shower to experience this soap.
Urban Eden changed my life.
It just makes me feel good.
I just feel good about my skin now. I really do. My face and there, I just feel good about it, and that confidence is there.
I shine now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm glowing when I use, my oils and my natural things. Like, I feel good.
You have a customer for life, and I'm trying to get everybody else to say, hey, this stuff really does work.
As a consumer, it's like I have trust in you guys.
This product works. It's a lifesaver. So if you're on the fence about trying Urban Eden, do it.
Welcome to the Urban Eden Customer Story, guys. It is Customer Appreciation Month, and what better way to show our appreciation for our customers than to hear their journeys and how they have been using Urban Eden products and what it has done for them. So today we have Shardé.
Hello.
Welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
She like, I know. Your hair color, everything, girl. It's giving like autumn, harvest, fall season, all of that. So you are on point. And so my first question, first and foremost, if you could just state your name and then your age as well.
I'm Shardé Parkman. I am 35 years old.
35, okay.
Yes.
I'm telling you, y'all, black don't crack. You really had me question. I'm like, how old is she? Is she in her 20s? 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s, looking like 20 and 30-year-olds nowadays. Yeah. So I was wondering. Okay, so mid-30s. Okay, yes. Looking great, looking good. First of all, how did you find out about Urban Eden?
So I found out about Urban Eden through my mom. My mom is from Alabama, and she has sensitive skin, so she was ordering products from Urban Eden. So when I moved here, she sent me an email and was like, hey, I ordered some soaps from this place called Urban Eden. Whenever you come home, I need you to bring it to me. Mm-hmm. And I go on the site, and I'm like, Mama, why didn't you tell me about this place? I'm going into transition into everything natural, no artificial. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why? She was like, well, I didn't think about it until you moved there. But yeah, go ahead and pick that up for me.
So did she share a bar with you?
She shared, yes,
okay,
she did.
Good.
She did. And then just from there, I went on the site myself and ordered my own. So whenever I would order, she would place her order, and I would pick hers up, and then whenever I would go home, bring it to her. So my mom, and she found you on social media.
Nice. How old is your mom, if your mom
asks? My mom is 52, if I'm 52. Correct. Yes.
Nice. Good and young.
Mom, if that's incorrect, I'm sorry.
Shout out to Mama, though, for putting you on to Urban Eden. I'm asking, too, because we actually are finding, just as we continue to go, that a lot of our customers are, for one, black women. And the age range is between like 30 to 60 years old, but we actually have like a lot of women who are around our mom's age. My mom is 60, who love the products. And even in our customer stories, I'm finding that most of the women are in their 50s and their 60s. And most of the time, they're like, my daughter put me on, or they put their daughter on. So that mom and daughter relationship, we real close. We just going to be sharing stuff and keeping it in the circle for real. So again, shout out to your mom for telling you about Urban Eden. Do you remember what soap that you got from her, the first one that you ever tried?
The first I got from her was the oatmeal honey, due to the sensitive skin that she has. And I have a younger brother. Well, when he was younger, he had eczema, but she would buy the soap for him.
Nice. Okay. And oatmeal honey is actually one of my favorites. It's a lot of the unscented products on the line are just some of my favorites, just in general, just because the lather is amazing and it just smells good, like good soap. Okay, so when was that your mom let you try the soap? How many has it been? A year, 2 years?
It was 2020.
2020. Wow. So you've been a customer now for about 4 years. Yes. Shout out, girl, damn me up. Shout out, thank you. Real Urban Eden customer. Yes. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate you just for, continuing to use the products. Yes, and so since you've been using the products, so you had that first initial soap that you used, and how was your experience with the first soap that you used?
With the first soap, it'll be basically what you just stated. I enjoyed the lather. For me, being able to have a soap that your skin is not dry after. For me, I do have stress-induced skin outbreaks occasionally, so that is perfect for that. So that I'm not scratching and rubbing and patting. So those are one of the main things with that. Even when I purchase it here, that's one of the bars I get the most of out of any other scent, mainly because of that particular benefit. But the lather is wonderful. It's a soft, subtle smell, and then of course you're feeling moisturized once you get done.
Nice, beautiful. Okay, so prior to even like using that soap, what soap were you using before?
Before it'll be grapefruit and Himalayan salt.
Or no, which brand?
Well,
like
brand
before
it was
Urban
Dove.
Dove, okay.
Just the regular non-scent
Dove.
Yes.
Okay. And then were you ever really dealing with like any skin issues prior to like sensitive skin? I know you said sensitive skin, were the breakouts like something that you've just been dealing with just all your life, or?
No, it's just occasional episodic. So stress, school, and wake up and here's the full-blown outbreak.
Wow. Okay, and so you said like when your mom told you about the natural soaps, you were like, I've been looking for this. Like, at what point did you have this kind of aha moment where you just wanted to start like, you know, using more natural products, just less like toxic chemicals, like even in the things that you're putting on your body, and I'm assuming inside your body as well. What moment was that aha moment for you?
My aha moment was when I was diagnosed with uterine fibroids. I was diagnosed in 2017, so I was 27 years old. And went to the doctor, did the exam, and she was like, something doesn't seem right. She's like, we know you're not pregnant, but you feel like you're about 14 to 16 weeks.
Wow.
And I said, oh no, please don't tell me the possibility of fibroids. And she said yes. So once I found that out, I started doing my own personal research in terms of, you know, possible causes, what causes them to grow, you know, being estrogen dominant, things that can increase estrogen levels, and majority of that is artificial flavors, you know, things we eat. Soy, I found out, was high in estrogen. So with that, I replaced that with meat because I stopped eating meat in 2015, and then found out, well, you have fibroids, you was eating soy, that's estrogen. You contribute into the issue with being a black woman, in addition to the family history, in addition to I was on birth control.
Okay.
So when I done my research on the possible causes of them growing, that's when I found out, no, we have to switch completely over as much as possible with lifestyle and using natural products as much as possible.
Well, I'm glad that you find us. And it's interesting that you say that, because a lot of black women, I would assume a lot of women in general, but just within our community of black women are finding ourselves dealing with fibroids even more. It's becoming more of like a prevalent issue. And it's a little unfortunate, not a little, it's very unfortunate, because like, you know, us as children now, things like Johnson & Johnson are coming out with saying that their baby powder was causing cancer. So it was like things that our parents didn't necessarily know and have that probably awareness then, because their parents kind of grew up in a time where they had like gardens, and I'm pretty sure the ingredients were much more simple. And then it was like in our parents' generation, then they're dealing with like, you know, this is the reason why urban eating exists. It's like brands are putting like synthetic fillers and synthetic fragrances and things that are causing harm to our bodies, and even the food is causing harm to our bodies. And then we're getting older when we want to start like, you know, taking more, you know, our parents don't make our doctor's appointments anymore. Like, we're making our doctor's appointments, and our health is more so in our hands. And then we're finding out like you're dealing with fibroids. I know for me personally, I dealt with infertility, just like finding out infertility. But it's just like these things that we were dealing with like as children and teenagers, and then it's taking its toll in our adult lives. So like, just, you know, moving on to natural products and figuring out like what we put on our body and what we put in our body is really, really important. So you are just going through that awakening. And so how has your journey been since you started using the soap? Like, what were some different things that you noticed as far as like your skin, your lifestyle, and did you get like surgery for the fibroids or anything?
I did.
You did, okay.
I got the surgery the following year in 2018. And since then, life has been wonderful.
Nice.
Reduced symptoms, no pain. Everything that generally comes with fibroids, I no longer have those particular symptoms. So my mindset was, now that I've had the surgery, we are strictly transitioning. And it's to where even with mentioning, you know, the synthetics, the artificial foods, everything, I'm afraid to eat that. If it's something that I buy, yes, I read the labels, flip it over. Everything or majority is organic if I can, but it's just to where I'm slightly terrified because it's just to where I don't ever want to go through that particular surgery again. And if I do, it's due to getting ready to have a child.
Right.
You know, being a woman, never having a child, and your surgery is basically a C-section. And you know about it, but you're not prepared for the aftermath. And the aftermath, I was like, no, we cannot go through this again. So with the products in general, for me, I do have hyperpigmentation. So most of the products are more tailored to that with skin and irritation and inflammation with the tea tree and turmeric. So even though, yes, I have adult acne, but target is hyperpigmentation after the acne resolves and heals, and then that's where we start with those particular products.
Before we close and we done for today, we're gonna do some trivia questions as well. We do a thing called like a soapbox type of thing where we usually go out and ask questions, but you are here, so we're gonna ask you some of these trivia questions and see how well you know your urban eating. Okay. Now, girl, some of these are gonna be tough, so let me see. How do you spell eczema?
Eczema, E-C-Z-E-M-A.
All right, okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention that too. With every question that you get right, then you'll get a bar of soap as well. So we got 5 questions. Okay. We'll see if you get a 5-bar bundle. But of course, we got some of your favorites in there, so you get the chance to win some of those. But that is a great way to spell. That was the correct way to spell eczema. Kudos to you. All right, this one might be a little tough. Let me see. In what year did urban eating begin?
Urban eating began in 2015.
2015. I'm gonna actually give you that one because you did speak about that with confidence. Technically, on paper, it started in 2016, but it actually did start in 2015. So you got that. That's actually the technical answer. So shout out to you. And how did you know that?
In general, when I did the research. So whenever I look at products and you read the about us, just to get, I know I don't read everything, but just the general overview. So I saw that, and then again Douglasville, and it's like, yes. That's wonderful because I am now in this area.
Wow, I love that. So you like, I'm not just using the product, like you actually know about the company and stuff like that. I appreciate that. Okay, third question. What was the first soap I created?
I wouldn't be able to answer that one.
If you took a guess, what would you think?
If I took a guess, I would say it would probably be the oatmeal honey because of benefits, but I could be wrong.
You were wrong.
Yeah, that's what I said. I could be wrong since that's a common one. But yeah, I don't know.
It was lavender.
That's what okay.
Okay. I figured maybe I was gonna try to help, but
that one no.
All right, all good. And the last spelling bee question for you is, how do you spell psoriasis?
And then P-S-O-R-I-A-S-I-S.
Oh, I thought you were about to break out into song. I was like, what song do you know on how to spell psoriasis? Well, you're not getting a 5-pack, but you will get a 4-pack. And you know what? Just for being here today and definitely spending your time and sharing your story, we're just going to give you that extra soap. So you're going to get that 5-bar bundle. Well, it was great talking to you, Shardé. Nice meeting you as well. And again, thank you for, I'm glad that our urban eating found its way to you and you found your way to urban eating. Again, shout out to Mom. She is the real MVP.
Thank you, Mom.
So thank you. And I appreciate this. This was a great conversation.
Thank you.
No problem.